So guys, what do we mean by HR interview actually?
I think it's after the technical interview, sir. Means
Yes, after the technical round.
It's after the technical round, no, sir?
Yeah, it used to be generally after the technical round, but sometimes there is a pre-screening round that also used to be the HR round. Okay, pre-screening round is generally taken by HR only, so that HR can know your suitability for the profile. Okay. I'm going to share my screen so that you can have a better idea about it. What exactly the point we are going to cover there. You can see my screen?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So today we will discuss about tips to clear HR interview or tips to perform well in HR round. Okay. Good academic records and sound technical knowledge alone are not sufficient to guarantee you a job. Okay, if you are technically sound, in that case also maybe you will not get a job, or that all the hard skills are not going to get a job for you. And many times we have taken some sessions upon hard skills and soft skills. So this HR interview is almost dependent upon your soft skills. Okay, how good you are upon the soft skills, how well you are able to demonstrate your soft skills there while you are appearing for an HR interview. Okay. And every company conduct an HR interview round to judge your personality, your strengths, your weaknesses. Okay, your capability to handle the role, and to check your background and to understand if you are the right fit for this job. The HR round is generally the last round in the recruitment process of any company. Okay, generally it is generally the last round in any company. But what happens? Sometimes a preliminary screening round also is done by the HR only. Okay, so either you can say that a small HR round or preliminary screening round, you can call it. Okay. When does such kind of round happens? Such kind of interviews, such preliminary interview or screening is happened when there are more number of applicants for any particular job. Okay, if there is a particular job and for that job there are more number of applicants, so to reduce number of applicants, such rounds of interview are done. Okay, the big jobs usually go to the men who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. So this is this complete line is depending what can anybody summarize the last line, the line given in bold? Is there anybody who can summarize the last line? What do you understand by last line? Nikhil, are you there, Nikhil?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me about last line? What exactly is the meaning of the last line?
Yes, sir.
Nilesh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Nikhil is speaking. Let him speak. Then
it's actually about your leadership skills. What is it?
Okay.
This line is saying everything about your leadership skills, that how good leadership skills you do have. Maybe today you are applying at an entry level job, but later on, once you will be there in the company for some time, you will be given leadership role also. You will be given team lead role also. Okay, so this line is demonstrating everything about the leadership skills. So if in case you do have very good academic record, very sound technical knowledge you do have, but with that what you need else is, with that is required that how good you are upon the teamwork skills, how long you are going to stay with the company, what is your previous record, what are your verification, what kind of roles you have taken care in past, for what exactly you are enthusiasm about. Okay, how well you can handle that particular role, or whether you cannot handle that particular role. So such all the things are discussed while in HR interview. Okay, And there are some, it's not like that in HR interview the chances of rejection are not there. In HR round there are 20 to 35% of rejection chances always.
Okay.
So be very caring and careful while appearing in an HR interview. Keep track of your words, whatever you are going to say there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now tips for the interview day. There is not much to be discussed in the section, but still precaution is always better. So we will discuss a few points that are needed to be taken care of during an interview. Okay, what you should not do, you should not try to fake yourself. Okay, be the real of you. Be the real of you. Whatever you are, say each and everything very clearly. Okay, do not beat about the bus. Do not say anything false. Do not say anything fake. If you will say something fake at this point, later on you will be get stuck. Okay, sometimes what happens, I see so many candidates who do speak who do tell a lie about their salary. If they are getting, say for example, 10,000, they do tell it about 12 or 13,000 or 15,000 sometimes. Okay, but later on, once they are selected by the company, and later on when there is a verification process about the salary, okay, the current salary I'm talking about, then company HR do find that you have manipulated the things. Okay, and that manipulation could lead you to cost of the job. Okay, that will cost you to the job. Maybe company HR will not hire you on basis of that only, because always there is a there are chances of verification, and you will have to submit some proofs. You will have to submit some papers that you are drawing this salary, you are drawing that salary. Okay, so always be careful while answering such questions. So this is the first and the foremost thing that is needed to be taken care of. What is to be taken care of? To be yourself. Don't fake.
Yeah.
Do not develop in front of HR manager. Be yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Be truthful about anything you are speaking about, and try to avoid giving irrelevant answers. You should be quite truthful, and you should try to avoid giving irrelevant answers. Okay, if you can't answer, if you want not to reply for anything, then simply say I don't have any answer for it, uh, or I want not to disclose about it. You can very simply you can say that. Okay, that will be good thing. But if in case you will fake something, or you will not tell, that could be a problem for you. But if in case you will tell complete truth also, that also would cost you the job. So you will have to make a balance, that how much truth you need to speak and how much fake you need to make. Okay. Always be very clear that up to what level you can manipulate the things, and up to what level you should not manipulate the things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can anybody tell me any incident when it has happened that you faked something and you were caught later on? Any one of you, can you tell me any such incident? What would have happened to you that you faked somewhere and then you got caught? No,
it's not happened, sir. Actually, we didn't do any fake
example. I'll tell you
yeah.
example. Okay. Not yet, na?
Yes, sir. Hello.
I'll tell you example. What happened in last months, I was taking interview of a candidate. Okay, we were hiring for our company, and I was taking interview of a candidate. What happened? The day he was giving interview, he said that I'm currently working with this company. Okay.
Okay.
And after 4-5 days, when we were in the shortlisting process, we shortlisted that candidate.
Okay.
And after 4-5 days, that candidate says, "Okay, sir, I have already left my job in month of November itself."
Oh.
Okay, means before 5 days he was saying, means in January itself. I'm saying, I'm talking about it's about the starting of January. Okay, that candidate was saying ki, I'm currently working with this and this organization, I'm getting this salary right now there and working on this profile. But when he was his candidature was shortlisted, then he said, "No, sir, I'm not working right now. I have already left my job in month of November." So this is this left a bad impression about that candidate, and really that candidate was good. We don't know due to what circumstances he left his job in November, but and he was having all the skill sets. He was up to the mark. He was having good communication skill. He was having all the technical skills also. He was having good personality. He was having all the relevant things what were required to perform that particular job. But he could not be hired because of that, because he spoke lie. Okay, so always be truthful, and at least for such things what are not relevant. Okay, be truthful to those things what are not, what are most important, what are most required. Okay, you
Yeah.
can manipulate ki, sir, I was working in that company, I was working in this profile, I was working on this also. You can mention that will work.
Okay.
If you will be having idea about both of the profiles, then that is okay. But if in case you will say ki, sir, if you don't have any idea, and then you say I can do this, I can do that, then definitely you're going to be caught somewhere. You are going to be be nude. Okay,
Yeah.
so always try to be truthful to the things. Dress comfortably when you are
Yeah.
going for an interview. You should dress appropriately and be comfortable. The dress should be comfortable. Wear whatever you are comfortable with, but make sure to keep it as simple as possible with minimum number of accessories. Okay, keep minimum number of accessories with you and be comfortable while going for an interview. Okay, the first
Yeah.
job interview is one of the most important days of everyone's life, so make sure to reach on the venue on the time. Okay, when you are going for the interview, then you should
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, sometimes just when the interview goes on, some questions there's no answer about some questions. So, what is the correct word to answer them?
If you don't have say for example there is any technical question. Okay, generally what happens if we don't have answer to any question? This has generally happened in technical questions. Okay, if someone is asking you something technically, then you can say that sorry, I don't know about it. Simple.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if
And
in case hmm, tell me, please tell me.
and sir, how to start our introduction? Means generally
Introduction.
we can't. We have we have no use such a word like we, I, myself, me. So other than that word, we can use.
Other than I and we.
No, sir. I, me, myself. Other than that.
What other than that? We will come to that point. Okay. First of all, let's complete this. For
Yeah, yeah.
introduction, we have already done so many sessions. What is your name?
Sir, Nikhil.
Okay, Nikhil English. Okay. You joined for some sessions, but not for all.
Yeah.
Okay. But okay, I'll take your question right away. Not to make it
Yeah, yeah.
delay. Actually, when you are you can say the simple things are ki, my name is this. Yeah, I am this. Okay.
Hmm.
Apart from, you can say this is Devinder, this is Raminder, this is Nikhil. Okay, that you can mention. And
Okay.
if you want to use, you can use myself also. But these are the basic words what you will have to use only, because you cannot. There is no substitute of these words. But you can mention. You can mention I, me, you. Sorry, I, me, this, myself. Okay,
Hmm.
and uh, I would like to introduce myself. Okay, or uh, I'll let you. I'll tell you about me. You can mention such words over there. Apart from it, there is not. If you would mention anything else also, but that will not be relevant. The most relevant is this only. Hi sir, I'm this. I'm Nikhil Ingle. Yeah, my name is Nikhil Ingle. And then you can mention about your parents, and then go ahead and ahead whatever you wish to mention. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So dress comfortably. First job interview is one of the most important days of everyone's life. So make sure to reach the venue on time. What you should do? You should try to reach the venue on the time. Try to be interactive with the HR manager. Don't sound dull. Always wear a smile on your face. Okay, what you should do, you should always be interactive. You should keep on interacting with the people's, interacting with the HR manager. Do not sound dull. Do not keep, I sir, this is, your voice should not be dull. Okay,
Yeah.
neither you should look like overexcited also. You should your sound should be quite confident
Yeah.
and relevant and to the point. These three things you must uh, mind while you are having an interaction with the HR manager, or the whosoever the person is there in the interview or the selection process. Now, what are the questions that you can expect in an HR interview? Nikhil, mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself. Someone is on unmute mode. Okay, the questions you can expect in an HR interview. So we have done some research and prepared a set of questions that are most commonly asked in the HR interviews. If you are preparing for the HR interview, you can expect some questions from the below of these, list during the interview. First question there used to be, tell me about yourself or introduce yourself. Okay, this is very first question and will be surely asked in every round. The best way of answering this question is to tell the interviewer about your interests, skill sets, qualification, and achievements. Okay, try to avoid telling things like already mentioned in your resume, and also make sure not to sound like you have marked this answer. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but these things also generally, the interest, your skill sets, and qualification also used to be mentioned there in resume. Okay. In a standard format, I have already told you what is the standard format for it. So you can follow that. Next is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? For this question, you need to be ready. How many of you were present in yesterday's session?
So I was there.
Who else?
I was there.
I was there. English.
Okay.
Harriet.
Okay. So we had a discussion upon this, same topic tomorrow also on the same,
Yeah.
what are your strengths and weaknesses in yesterday's session? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now next comes, why should you be hired? Okay. Why should you be hired? Means he's asking you, the interviewer is asking you to sell out yourself. Okay, now you will have to sell out yourself here. Okay, why should I be hired by you? Okay, so
Yeah.
how you can do for it? How you can reply it?
So we can say that we can say that I am having such kind of skill. So I think that I am most suitable for this profile.
Mm-hmm. Now he would say that he would cross question you. Okay, other people also are here who are having such kind of skill sets. Why only you?
Okay, so then I will go in detail about the profile, and I will convince them how my skill will fulfill this requirement for this profile. So I will try to convince them.
Correct. Good. Thank you. Okay, so the best way to answer this question is to present your skills to the interviewer and how you are planning to use it for the growth of the company. That's very simple. Okay.
Yes.
Now, how will you manage the work pressure? HR would ask you a question: how you are going to manage work pressure there? This question by giving example of your previous experiences. Tell him or her about a situation in your life so far where you have been under pressure and still you managed to complete the task within the deadlines. Okay.
Yeah. So then we can say that being calm and friendly atmosphere help us to manage this work pressure.
Correct. Okay, so try to give answer this question by giving example of previous experiences, how you handled pressure in previous job. Okay, if you are a fresher, maybe in that case, if you are a fresher, in that case, you can mention about your academic challenges or the academic perspectives when the time were hard and you know get rid of it. You can answer, you can manage by answering such answers, to this tricky question, and tell him or her about a situation in your life so far where you have been under pressure and still you managed to complete the task within the deadline. Okay. Like what you can mention if you are a fresher, you can mention, sir, once my examinations were going on, and just before 2 days of my examination, I got ill. Okay, I fall sick, and I was badly sick. But just before, a day of examination, I got recovered, and that day I studied hard and did my best. I had a discussion with my friends. I learned with the things. I get a brief from my friends over, studying regularly. I got brief about some things. I also learned at my own, and I was easily able to manage well, or I was easily able to do well in my exam. You can mention such things. Okay, you can mention about your projects, that, sir, I have to submit a project in my college. Okay, and the deadline was approaching near, but I have not done a lots of tasks, or lots of part of my project. But all of a sudden I took hard efforts. I put hard efforts and I completed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now further to this comes, what do you want, or why do you want to join us? This question will reflect the amount of research you have done about the company. Okay, I told you that you should research about the company. What company is, who is the owner of the company, what are the business verticals of the company, in which business vertical you will have to work, what is your role. Okay, what is your roles and what are your roles and responsibilities, what is the job description that you are going to take care of. Okay, so this question will reflect the amount of research you have done about the company. You can mention the achievements of the company. Why do you want to join us? So you can say, you can mention about the achievements of the company. What are the achievements that this company have done? This work culture, you can say the work culture of the company is very good, that's why I want to work with you. Behavior with the employees, the employees here are good. This company do provide good work life balance opportunities, or this company provides good work life balance, and other positive things about the company you can mention there. But friends, mind one thing, that you do mention only those things what you already know. If you know the work culture of the company is not good, if you know there is huge pressure, in that case do not mention this, that work culture is good. Because the person who's taking your interview, maybe he's the HR of the company, and maybe he's senior person of the company. Okay, he know that work culture in the company is not good. Okay, so in that case, what is best is this, that you do not mention anything about such things. Okay, if culture of the company is not good, then do not mention anything about the culture. Do not mention at all about the culture, how culture is of the company, good or bad, whatever it is. Okay, do not mention about that.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, so my point here is you need to mention only those things what are good in the company. Okay, about what you know. Do not beat about the bus. Do not keep on saying for sake of getting the job. Sir, sometimes you say, sir, you are very good boss. Okay, so that should not be. That should not be there. If you will do so, it is going to leave a negative impression. Okay, and the boss will automatically understand he is a person who is perfect in flirting, or in
policy.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next is, what is your salary expectation? Okay, this can be a tricky question. If you are a fresher, never ever quote the exact amount that you want. on your offer letter. You may ask him or her about the hike that the company generally offers to the employee, but do not quote the amount. Okay. What you should do, you should not quote the amount. Ki, sir, I'm looking for this amount of salary. Okay.
Okay.
You should say, ki, sir, I'm looking for the salary at par the industry standards. Okay.
Yeah.
And I just want to know what is at your plate. Okay. To choose. That is the relevant answer that you can give. Okay. Are you comfortable with the rotational shifts? So this is most commonly asked question in the interviews of IT companies like TCS, CTS, Wipro, Infosys, etc. Answering this question with a yes will surely increase your chances of getting the job, but it is recommended to say yes only if you are actually comfortable with the rotational shifts. If you will say yes, definitely it is going to leave a good impact. But you should try. If you want not to work or if you are not comfortable with the rotational shifts, then try to, say, ki, sir, yeah, I'll see, I'll manage. Okay. You should use such words, not this, ki, yes, sir, I'm okay, I'll do. Okay. Understand?
Okay.
And next is, why are you looking for a job change? If you are having some experience in that case, why are you looking for a job change? This is, although I have put this question in last, but this is the first question generally asked by any HR. Okay. This is a common question. If you are an experienced professional and looking for a change, the best way to answer this question is to say that you are changing your current job for the growth. For the growth. Make sure that you do not talk negatively about your or criticize the company you are currently working in. Okay. Make sure not to criticize about your previous company or the current company. Always say that I'm looking for a growth. I'm looking for a company. Or what you can say, you can talk about your preferences. Yes, sir, I'm looking to change my job into your company, or I'm looking for a job into your company because your company is nearby my house. Or you can say, sir, my profile is matching better with the job description what you have shared, or the candidate you are looking for. And apart from it, you can say ki my aim as well as the company aim matches very well. But at that time, remember that you know what is the company's aim. Okay, that you should keep in your mind.
Okay.
With this only, I would like to say thanks to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir.